Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button if you are already a continued subby. You know I love you for it. So I have a couple of announcements. The first one is I have hit my Kickstarter thanks to you and so many like you. I just want to say a massive thank you so much from all of you. It really does mean a lot. If you still want to be a part of that, there's still a whole ton of goodies that you can grab as a part of that. So hit the link in the description box below. And if that wasn't enough, I will be a guest as part of a talk on a Tutor Barber's channel on the 10th of December. So if you want to see me there, obviously coupled with his amazing astrological knowledge, and there will also be another amazing astrologer called Kat Nelligan, who's also known as the Quiet Introvert. So if you want to see that, and I can assure you it's definitely going to be worth seeing, you want to get you want to get on that. So that will be on his channel, so I'll put the link for that again in the description box below. And finally, if you haven't got your seat for the winter solstice alignment session, last year I put this on. It was absolutely amazing. We did a whole FLP session along with all of the knowledge and the information of numerology, tarot, and astrology that came up. So if you want to be a part of that, you can get your seat on the link in the description box below as well. Spaces are literally $33.33, so totally affordable and accessible for everybody. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. The spaces are limited, so if you want to get yours, get it on the link in the description box. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, this week you have the Justice card. And this is an interesting card because, you know, yes, it talks about contracts and all of those things, and it definitely speaks to that. But one thing that I really feel comes up with this card is this week it kind of feels like you've made a final decision. This is where you are ready to effectively sign on the dotted line, where you're ready to commit, and this is you saying, yes, this is the path that I'm going down, this is the way that I'm choosing to go. You've done it, Aries, right? We all did it. We all made it through the year, right? And even with that crazy Mars retrograde that we had, which I actually think was quite beautiful, I got a lot from it, to be honest with you. So, you know, this is kind of that week. This is that week where you make a final decision, where you make a true commitment to something. And this is about you saying, you know what, the cat's out the bag, or, you know, we're out of the gate, we can't take it back now, which is actually a great energy because it means it's going to push you forward and it's going to continue to see you driving ahead with something. So I'm very happy for you. For your actions and options, you have the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful. So what I like about this is about you initiating something from the heart this week, right? This is about you literally saying, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to create, and this is about you stepping forward and doing whatever it is that you have to create that, right? So you've made a decision, you've made that final call, and then boom, here in the you know, in the actions and options, this is about you choosing to initiate something that means a lot to you at the heart space level. And because it's the Ace of Cups as well, coupled with the Justice card, the suggestion is there that whatever it is that you start this week, the energy is behind you. There is someone or something there to kind of say, yeah, you know what, this is the right thing, and it's going to give you that boost or that assistance that you need to step forward, which is absolutely beautiful. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Star card. I really love this. All right, so obviously at the end of, well, it's not going to be at the end of this week, it'll be at the beginning of next week, but on the 14th, obviously we have that powerful solar eclipse that's going to be taking place in the sign of Sag. And what this kind of says to me is this is about you gearing up to speak on something that really means a lot to you, but something that connects you to people. So whether this is your, you know, maybe you've decided you're going to start a Facebook group. Maybe you've decided you're going to finally join that online course. Maybe you've decided that you're finally going to put out your online course. This is a week where you're initiating something that's going to connect you to the wider world stage, or it's going to connect you to people. And there's a really powerful sense of hope and belief and self-confidence that comes from this, because it's connecting you with the people that are your people. It's connecting you with the people that are your tribe. And I'm just getting really excited for you, because I know a few Aries, and it will be really nice to finally see something come together for you guys, because I know this year a lot of you worked really hard on things behind the scenes and expected and asked for no rewards, you know, which is very unlike Aries. Not in a bad way, but you guys tend to like instant gratification, right? And if you don't get it, then sometimes you'll just say, fine, I'll scrap it and I'll move on. Whereas this year, I kind of feel like you guys really hunkered down and said, no, I will do this work and the results will come. And this could be one of those weeks where you start to see this happen. For your money and materials, you've got the 9 of Swords. Okay, so not great. If you are hoping for a big payout this week, or maybe you launch something this week and it doesn't quite get the traction or the numbers that you want, don't get disheartened, right? You're just playing it up in your mind. Don't convince yourself to quit before you find your diamond, all right? When it comes to your materials, as in your physical body and your home. So when it comes to the home, this week you might find that, I know this is going to sound really weird, but you might find that the home this week has extra creaks, and you hear sort of more noises than usual, and you might just feel more sensitive in your environment this week. And the way that you alleviate that, here in the UK, we're finally out of the lockdown, but we're now in a tier system. Nobody's listening to it anyway. What I kind of feel from this is this would be a week where if you do feel like the home is too quiet or too lonely or too whatever, this is a week to fill it, right? You've got the Ace of Cups there. Fill your space, you know, with flowers, with a pet, with friends, with loved ones, with good food. Like this is a time truly, this week for you, when it comes to your home, Aries, this is a time for you to banish the darkness in whichever way, shape or form you choose to do that. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this would be your come on brain, this would be your mind. It would also be the way that you're going to alleviate some of this as well is to get into something that's monotonous, you know, like when you clean, you know, you give the house a good spring or a winter clean, and you feel the kind of, you know, you stir the energy up. That's one way that you could do this. If you are, you know, maybe if you're a person that does knitting, or you're a person that does sewing, doing something physical that you can do sort of automatically tends to open up some of the mental faculties, and this would be a really good use of your time this week. For your love and relations, you have your card, right? So you've got the Emperor, which is great. I really like this for you. So for those of you that are single, look at this. You've got the Emperor right underneath the star. If you are studying, if you are thinking of studying, or you're thinking of offering some course of study, especially anything that you do in regards to these things this week, you could meet somebody through that connection, you know, through the academic or professional sphere, that could end up being something really important to you at a later date. For those of you that are already partnered and married, some of the financial stuff this week might be a little bit tense. And remember, if that's the case, remember the rewards are coming. They're not instant, but they are coming, and that will help you kind of not, you know, berate or henpeck your partner, bless them. So, you know, hell have no fury like an unhappy Aries. Trust me, I know. All right, so with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Please, please, please don't forget to check out the links below. The winter solstice session is there. It's going to be amazing. Trust me, it's going to be awesome. If you've ever wanted an FLP session with me, it's less than half price of a session with me, and you're getting so much more than that as well. Trust me, it's going to be awesome. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.